This video is based on the knowledge of renowned personal development and wealth-building expert, Tracy. So let's dive in. Have you ever wondered what separates wealthy, successful individuals from everyone else? It's not just luck, a bigger paycheck, or even having all the right connections. More often than not, it comes down to habits. And today, we're going to talk about one habit in particular, a morning habit that has the power to transform the way you think, work, and achieve. Think about it. Every day you're given 24 hours, no more, no less. But how you spend the first few hours of your morning can set the tone for everything that follows. Imagine starting your day feeling clear, confident, and in control of your priorities. That's what this habit is all about. Now, you might be asking, what habit are we talking about? Don't worry, we'll get to that soon. But here's the key. This isn't just about waking up early or making a to-do list. It's about using your mornings to program your mind for success, just like some of the world's most accomplished people do. Let me tell you, this idea isn't new. Experts like Tracy have been teaching it for decades, and it's rooted in the science of productivity, focus, and mindset. Brian often says, your ability to discipline yourself to set clear goals and work toward them every day will do more to guarantee your success than any other single factor. And guess what? That discipline starts in the morning. In this video, we'll explore how to make 2025 the year you finally take control of your financial future. Together, we'll break this down into 5 actionable chapters. We'll start by understanding the science behind why mornings are so powerful. Then, we'll move on to creating a simple yet effective routine inspired by Tracy's teachings. By the end, you'll not only understand why this habit works, but you'll have everything you need to start implementing it immediately. So, if you're ready to kickstart your mornings and unlock your full potential, let's get into it. All right, let's dive into the first chapter. The science behind morning routines. Here's a question to start things off. Why do so many successful people swear by their morning routines? What's so special about the first few hours of the day? The answer lies in how your brain and body function. Mornings are a unique time when your mind is fresh, your energy is untapped, and your willpower is at its highest. This isn't just motivational talk, it's backed by science. Studies in psychology and neuroscience show that your brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making and problem-solving, is most active in the early hours of the day. That's when you're best equipped to tackle complex tasks, make important decisions, and focus deeply without distractions. Tracy emphasizes this principle in his book, Eat That Frog. If you're not familiar with the concept, here's the gist. The frog represents your most important task of the day, the one thing that will make the biggest impact on your goals. According to Brian, you should eat that frog first thing in the morning, meaning you tackle your highest priority task before anything else. Why is this so important? Well, think about what happens if you procrastinate on that big task. As the day goes on, your energy dips, distractions pile up, and suddenly you're overwhelmed. But when you knock out your most important work early, you not only feel accomplished, but also create momentum for the rest of the day. Here's an example to bring this to life. Elon Musk, one of the busiest and most successful people on the planet, starts his mornings by focusing on what he calls his critical path tasks. These are the high-impact activities that drive Tesla, SpaceX, and his other ventures forward. Similarly, Warren Buffett spends his mornings reading and analyzing important information, laying the foundation for sound financial decisions. The takeaway here is simple. Mornings matter. They're your opportunity to get ahead while the rest of the world is still catching up. And when you combine this understanding with a disciplined approach, you can accomplish more in a single morning than most people do in an entire day. Now, how can you apply this to your life? Start by identifying your own frog. What's the one task that, if completed, would make the biggest difference in your financial journey? Maybe it's creating a budget, analyzing an investment opportunity, or even learning a new skill that could boost your income. Whatever it is, make it your priority every morning. But here's the catch. Success doesn't happen overnight. Developing a morning habit requires consistency. As Brian Tracy says, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. So, start small. Commit to dedicating just 15 to 30 minutes each morning to your most important task. Over time, this simple practice will build the momentum you need to transform your finances and your life. Alright, we've covered the science and the philosophy behind morning routines. Up next, in Chapter 2, we'll talk about setting intentional goals and aligning your mornings with them. Stay with me. Now that we've explored the science of morning routines, it's time to connect those powerful hours to your long-term goals. This chapter is all about setting intentional goals and making sure your mornings are aligned with what truly matters in your financial journey. Let's start with a truth that Brian Tracy often emphasizes. Clarity is everything. He explains that people who succeed financially and professionally are crystal clear about what they want. They don't wake up each morning wondering what to do. They wake up with a plan, a purpose, and a focus. Here's the big question. Do you know what you're working toward? If you're serious about building wealth in 2025, it's time to get specific. Saying, I want to save more money, or I want to get rich, isn't enough. Those are wishes, not goals. Instead, try this. I want to save $10,000 by December 31st, 2025, by setting aside $834 each month. That's clarity. Brian Tracy suggests a simple formula for goal setting. Write down your goals every single day. Why? Because the act of writing reinforces your commitment and programs your subconscious mind to focus on achieving those goals. He often says, what gets written gets done. Oh, let's make this practical. Here's a 3-step process to set and align your goals. Step 1. Define your long-term vision picture where you want to be financially in the next 5 years. Are you debt-free? Have you built a strong investment portfolio? Are you running a successful business? Write this vision down in as much detail as possible. Step 2. Break it down. Take your long-term vision and break it into smaller, actionable milestones. For example, if your goal is to save $10,000 in a year, divide it into monthly or even weekly targets. This makes the goal less intimidating and keeps you motivated. Step 3. Plan your mornings around these goals. Here's where it all comes together. Use your mornings to focus on activities that move you closer to these milestones. For instance, spend 15 minutes reviewing your budget and tracking your expenses. Dedicate 30 minutes to learning about investments or market trends. Use your most productive hour to work on a side hustle or income-generating project. A powerful morning habit isn't just about being busy, it's about being intentional. Brian Tracy teaches that every activity you engage in should serve a purpose, either by saving you time, earning you money, or improving your skills. If it doesn't, it's not worth your focus. Let me share an example. Imagine 2 people with the same financial goal of saving $10,000. The first person wakes up without a clear plan, spends an hour scrolling social media, and hopes to save whatever's left over at the end of the month. The second person starts every morning reviewing their financial progress, planning ways to cut unnecessary expenses, and brainstorming strategies to boost their income. Who do you think will reach their goal first? The difference is intentionality. When you use your mornings to reconnect with your goals, you're not just staying on track, you're building momentum. And that momentum compounds over time, just like interest on a smart investment. So, here's your action step. Take a moment tonight to write down one financial goal you want to achieve in 2025. Then, tomorrow morning, spend at least 10 minutes thinking about what action you can take that day to get closer to it. Repeat this process daily and watch how your financial progress accelerates. All right, that wraps up Chapter 2. In the next chapter, we'll focus on how to design a simple yet effective morning routine that aligns with everything we've talked about so far. Let's keep going. Now that we've established the importance of mornings and the power of setting intentional goals, it's time to create a morning routine that works for you. This is where theory meets action. Brian Tracy often reminds us that success isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things. Your morning routine doesn't need to be overly complicated or time-consuming. Instead, it should be designed to maximize your focus and productivity while aligning with your financial goals. Here's how to build a morning routine in 3 simple steps. Step 1. Start with a strong foundation. The first part of any morning routine begins the night before. Yes, you heard that right. If you're going to win the morning, you need to prepare for it. Set your priorities before bed. Write down your top 3 tasks for the next day. This way, you'll wake up with clarity and purpose. Get enough rest. Sleep is non-negotiable. You can't perform at your best if you're running on fumes. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep to recharge your mind and body. When your morning starts on a strong foundation, you'll have the energy and focus needed to tackle your day. Step 2. Create a ritual that energizes you. Your morning routine should be about more than just jumping into work. It should also prime your mind and body for success. Here's a simple formula to follow. Hydrate. First thing, start your day with a glass of water. Your body has gone hours without hydration, and drinking water first thing in the morning boosts your energy and mental clarity. Move your body. Whether it's a quick workout, yoga, or even a short walk, physical activity wakes you up and gets your blood flowing. It also improves your mood and reduces stress. Fuel your mind. Spend 10-15 minutes on a mental warm-up. This could be reading a financial book, journaling about your goals, or listening to a motivational podcast. These small rituals may seem insignificant, but together they create a powerful momentum that carries you through the rest of the day. Step 3. Focus on your one thing. This is where your morning routine truly becomes a game changer. After energizing yourself, it's time to dive into your highest priority task, the activity that will make the biggest difference in your financial journey. Brian Tracy's philosophy of eating the frog is crucial here. Remember, the frog is your most important task, and the morning is the best time to tackle it. Why? Because distractions are minimal, your energy is high, and your mind is sharp. Here's how to approach this step. Eliminate distractions. Find a quiet space, turn off notifications, and dedicate 30-60 minutes to uninterrupted focus. Make it measurable. For example, instead of saying, "work on my budget," set a specific target like, "review last month's expenses and allocate savings for this month." Track your progress. Use a journal, spreadsheet, or app to monitor your daily actions. Progress builds confidence, and confidence builds momentum. Let's say your financial goal for 2025 is to start investing. Your morning routine could look like this. Hydrate and exercise to boost your energy. Spend 15 minutes reading a book on investing or analyzing market trends. Dedicate 45 minutes to researching potential investments or setting up your portfolio. This routine takes less than 2 hours, but sets the stage for massive progress toward your goal. Consistency over perfection. Finally, remember that no routine is perfect. Life happens, and you might miss a day or two. What matters most is consistency. As Brian Tracy says, success is a journey, not a destination. The more consistent you are, the faster you'll see results. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to overcome common obstacles that can derail your mornings and stop you from staying on track. Let's keep the momentum going. Now that we've built a solid foundation for your morning routine, it's time to address a crucial reality: obstacles. No matter how well you plan, life has a way of throwing challenges your way. But here's the good news. Most of these obstacles are predictable, and with the right strategies, you can overcome them. Let's break down some of the most common barriers to maintaining a consistent morning habit and how to tackle each one head-on. Obstacle 1. I don't have enough time in the morning. This is probably the most common excuse people use. You might feel like your mornings are already packed, or maybe you're just not a morning person. Solution: start small and work backward. You don't need a 2-hour routine to see results. Start with just 15 minutes dedicated to your most important task. Over time, you can expand this as you adjust. If mornings feel rushed, look at your evening routine. Can you go to bed 30 minutes earlier? Can you prepare your clothes, meals, or work items the night before to save time? Remember, it's not about finding time, it's about making time for what matters. Obstacle 2. I don't feel motivated. Motivation is a tricky thing. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world, and other days you just want to hit snooze. Solution: focus on discipline over motivation. Brian Tracy teaches that discipline is the backbone of success. You won't always feel motivated, but if you develop the habit of taking action regardless of how you feel, you'll build momentum. Set a reminder of why you're doing this. Write down your financial goal and place it somewhere visible: your desk, mirror, or even as your phone's wallpaper. Create a reward system. For instance, treat yourself to something small, a nice coffee or a 15-minute break after completing your morning tasks. Obstacle 3. I get distracted easily. Distractions are everywhere. Emails, social media, unexpected calls. It's easy to lose focus, especially in the morning when the day's demands start pouring in. Solution: create a distraction-free environment. Turn off notifications or use apps that block distractions for a set period. Set boundaries with others. If you're living with family or roommates, let them know that your morning routine is a priority and ask for their support. Keep your workspace clean and clutter-free to help you stay focused. Remember, distractions don't just waste time, they derail your progress. Guard your mornings fiercely. Obstacle 4. I keep falling off track. You might start strong for a week or two, but then find yourself slipping back into old habits. This is completely normal, but it doesn't mean you've failed. Solution: focus on progress, not perfection. Reassess your routine. If something isn't working, adjust it. Maybe your goals are too ambitious, or your tasks feel overwhelming. Simplify where needed. Use accountability. Share your goals with a friend or join a group of like-minded individuals who can encourage you to stay on track. Reflect on your wins. At the end of each week, write down what went well and what you can improve. As Brian Tracy says, the key to success is action. Even if you stumble, the important thing is to keep moving forward. Obstacle 5. I'm too tired in the morning. Many people struggle with feeling groggy or sluggish when they wake up, which can make it hard to start a productive routine. Solution: prioritize energy management. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Your body thrives on routine, and irregular sleep patterns can sap your energy. Avoid screen time before bed. The blue light from your devices can interfere with your sleep quality. Start your day with movement, even if it's just stretching or a quick walk. Physical activity wakes up your body and mind. Let's take an example. Imagine someone named Sarah who's trying to build wealth in 2025. She initially struggled with waking up early, constantly feeling tired and distracted. But instead of giving up, she made small changes, going to bed earlier, setting boundaries around her mornings, and starting with just 10 minutes of focused work. Within 3 months, Sarah was consistently dedicating an hour each morning to learning about investing, budgeting, and growing her side hustle. The result: she gained confidence, started making smarter financial decisions, and felt more in control of her life. This could be you. Remember, obstacles are not the end of the road, they're simply challenges to overcome. Up next, in Chapter 5, we'll bring everything together by discussing how to sustain this powerful habit long-term and build the mindset for lasting financial success. Let's keep going. Welcome to the final chapter, where we tie everything together and focus on sustaining this morning habit for the long haul. Building wealth isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And just like any long-term journey, consistency and mindset are key. Let's explore how to maintain this powerful habit, even when life gets busy, unpredictable, or challenging. Step 1. Embrace the power of habits over willpower. One of Brian Tracy's most profound teachings is that success is built on habits, not willpower. Why? Because willpower is a finite resource. You might wake up one day feeling motivated, but relying on that alone isn't sustainable. Instead, the goal is to turn your morning routine into an automatic habit, something you do without overthinking. How to automate your habit? Start small. As we discussed earlier, you don't need to overhaul your entire morning. Commit to one small, manageable action, like writing down your goals or spending 10 minutes on your finances, and build from there. Use triggers. Pair your new habit with an existing one. For instance, if you make coffee every morning, let that act trigger the start of your routine. Track your progress. Use a habit tracker to visualize your streaks. Seeing your progress builds momentum and motivates you to keep going. Step 2. Develop a resilient mindset. Sustaining any habit requires resilience. There will be days when things don't go as planned, and that's okay. The key is to avoid the all-or-nothing trap. Mindset shifts to adopt. Progress over perfection. Missing a day or two doesn't mean you failed. What matters is getting back on track as quickly as possible. Focus on the bigger picture. Remind yourself why you started. Whether it's achieving financial freedom, building wealth, or securing a better future for your family, keep your ultimate goal front and center. Celebrate small wins. Every time you complete your morning routine, acknowledge it. These small victories reinforce the habit and keep you motivated. Step 3. Adapt as you grow. Your financial goals will evolve over time, and so should your morning routine. What works for you today might not be the best fit a year from now, and that's completely normal. How to adapt? Regularly review your goals. Set aside time each month to reflect on your progress and adjust your routine as needed. Are you focusing on the right priorities? Are there new habits you can incorporate? Stay open to change. Maybe you discover that working on your finances at night is more effective, or you find a new method to boost productivity. Flexibility is key to long-term success. Step 4. Surround yourself with support. Building wealth and maintaining powerful habits is much easier when you have a strong support system. Ways to build a support network. Find an accountability partner. Share your goals with someone who can check in on your progress and encourage you. Join a community. Whether it's an online group focused on personal finance or a local mastermind, surrounding yourself with like-minded people keeps you inspired. Learn from experts. Continue seeking advice from financial experts like Tracy. Read their books, watch their videos, and implement their proven strategies. Step 5. Reflect and reward yourself. Finally, don't forget to celebrate your milestones along the way. Each step you take toward building wealth is a step closer to your dream life. Practical reflection practices. At the end of each week, spend 10 minutes journaling about what worked and what didn't in your routine. Reflect on your financial progress monthly. Are you saving more? Earning more? Feeling more confident about your finances? Reward yourself. Set small rewards for achieving specific milestones. For example, treat yourself to a nice dinner after sticking to your morning routine for 30 days. Plan a weekend getaway once you hit a major financial goal. These rewards reinforce positive behavior and keep you motivated for the long run. As Tracy famously says, success is predictable. And if you consistently dedicate your mornings to your goals, you'll set yourself apart from 95% of people who spend their mornings reacting to life instead of creating it. You now have the tools to make 2025 your breakthrough year. The question is, will you take the first step? Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on more strategies to build wealth and achieve your goals. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and let's create a ripple effect of success together. Here's to making 2025 your best year yet. See you in the next video.